We are at 15 East 7th Street in New York's Old East Village. We are at McSorley's Old Ale House, the oldest continuously operated ale house in America.
Where the Devil's Brew was concerned, no barrel was allowed to go unsmashed.
We're coming up on the 100th anniversary of Prohibition, and the night before, McSorley's had a wet beefsteak party. And Bill McSorley, the founder's son, invited all of his regulars to celebrate the eve of Prohibition, or mourn. McSorley's remained open, brewing a near beer. Although we claimed it was a near beer, it wasn't. I have pictures and cartoons that were in the local papers at the time. McSorley's throughout Prohibition was painted and photographed, painted by famous artists like John Sloan. He did a whole series on McSorley's throughout the Prohibition period, and the place was always packed, people always enjoying a few mugs of ale.
Police, of course, had a smashing time. No fear of running out of bottles restraining them.
You don't want to oversimplify it and attribute it all to one thing or another. But one of the major factors in the whole push for Prohibition was this idea that there was this class of people, immigrants, Jews, Catholics, Italians, the Irish, it applied to African Americans, people who were seen as not living up to true American ideals. And so this was in some ways a very mean-spirited and ill-advised effort to make those people to conform to another cultural standard.
We serve comfort as much as we serve history. I have generations of the same family that have been drinking here, 6 generations in some cases. And I'm happy to report in all these years, 165 years and strong, everything is still the same as it was on the eve of Prohibition and as it was in 1854 when we opened.